Good morning. It's Monday the 12th of September 2022 and I'm in Edinburgh, Waverley. It's about 8:45 a.m. Looks fairly normal. I was expecting it to look busier, but actually it looks fairly normal. Maybe later on it'll be busier. Come up onto the Royal Mile and there's a lot of police around. Police Scotland were saying that this whole operation is the biggest they've ever done. I'm not surprised. And there's St Giles Cathedral, looking pretty nice. And even there's a lot of people leaving it before 9 a.m. A lot of people flying around here. I suspect this will get a lot busier. Walking down the other side. My plan is to go to the office. We'll see if I can get there. I've come further down, closer towards Palace of Holyroodhouse in the Scottish Parliament, and it's a lot quieter down this way. It is only 9 a.m, so I suspect it will get a lot busier. There's police stationed at every single entrance and exit to the Royal Mile. I'm just behind the Scottish Parliament. I tried to walk down to the end of the Royal Mile, down to the Palace of Holyroodhouse in the Scottish Parliament, but they've closed off that bit for obvious reasons, so you can't even get to the front of the Parliament. Okay, I've come onto Holyrood and I'm walking around the side of the Parliament. So Holyrood Palace is over there just beyond the trees. Scottish Parliament's over there, and this looks like all the media that have been set up here for the last few days. What's the technical term? Media village, I think. Yeah, so they've blocked off like the whole front of the Parliament and the palace, so for obvious reasons nobody's getting over there. I'm walking up Holyrood Road, not much going on here. Just a lot of buses. I can only assume that's like coaches that have been organised to bring people here from different parts of the country. Alright, it's midday. Went to the office for a few hours, come back out. Going to go and see if it is much busier and what's going on. Yeah, it's quite a bit busier down here. I'm gonna go further up. People have chairs. Obviously, the further up you go, the busier it gets. Southbridge, a normally busy artery, completely closed to traffic. St Giles Cathedral up there, very busy around here. And this is up at the cathedral where I was earlier. There was almost nobody here earlier today. The people who got here at 9 a.m. and stuck around are obviously the ones who got a spot at the front right there.
yesterday.
I've come back down towards Holyrood Park to see if much has changed in the last few hours. Mostly the same. So it's a little later, it's about 2 p.m, coming back out, and I see if I can see the cortège.
But I'm looking at the so colourful! It was so bad. I couldn't believe it.
I remember before the first lockdown,
Okay, well, that was it. I'm glad I was able to capture some of that day. It was a pretty historic moment and something I don't think I will forget for a long time. I think the thing that stood out to me the most was the fact that when it started, everybody just fell silent. There wasn't a single person who wasn't, that I saw, who wasn't respectful and observant, and just everybody, you know, aside from that dog and the kids, were it was just complete silence. It was breathtaking in a way. It was an incredibly significant moment. Yeah, despite the thousands of people there, that's the thing that really stood out to me. And I think that shows just how much respect people in Scotland have for Queen Elizabeth. And I think she'll be missed by a lot of people. It was obviously the fact that she passed away in Scotland meant that we were able to have Operation Unicorn, as it's called, and otherwise that wouldn't have happened. And the fact that, you know, so many people from Police Scotland, the Scottish Government, City of Edinburgh made that possible on such short notice. I'm sure there's people in organisations, you know, of course the royal family and everybody who was involved that was able to put that together. St Giles Cathedral, everybody after the procession of the cortège from the Palace of Holyrood went up to St Giles, and there was a ceremony in St Giles Cathedral. A service was held, and I watched a little bit of that. That was really nice as well, and I think they had a really nice tribute to the Queen in there. I didn't plan on filming today. It was kind of last minute. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go into Edinburgh. I'm going to be a part of this moment. I'm going to work from the office because I normally would have just been working from home, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to go in. And then when I got to Waverley, I thought, I should capture this moment. This is a historic event, and to be able to portray a side of it that the media probably wouldn't have been able to give you, like the behind the scenes almost of that, like being there on the ground, seeing it as the day developed. I'm glad I could provide a record of this moment. So I'm glad I did that. One of the things I thought was really interesting from the past few days, the coffin has been draped in the Royal Standard of Scotland, and today and during the service, the Scottish crown was placed on her coffin where her head is. Apparently it's one of the oldest crowns that exists, and yeah, I thought that was a great symbol of the Queen's love for Scotland and how much she loved being here. And so that was something that also stood out to me from today. I think it's been said before, and it probably is worth saying, but she was definitely a Queen of Scots and a Queen to the people of Scotland. Well, thank you for watching. This is obviously not my usual style and usual content, but I wanted to do the best I could to portray today and that moment, and be able to release this content as quick as possible. So it's like 8 p.m. and I'm just editing, and I'm going to put this video up, and I'm not doing much of my usual like post-production work on it. I usually put a lot of work into the editing of things, but I just wanted to get that raw footage out, get it out there so people could see it, and make that a part of history. So thanks for watching. See you later.